Hey folks, what's going on today? I am back with some more footage from what I've been working on the new map. I have been kind of hit or miss this week. Haven't got quite as much done as I wanted, but I definitely got some new stuff to show you guys. The trail we're on here right now is part of the one you saw in one of the other videos. Kind of readjusted the snow from some of the comments you guys gave and got rid of the mud. Gonna deepen up the snow a bit up here. This is, as usual, this is my first run on it after I've played around and kind of adjusted it. And it's gonna come out down the side of the mountain, and we're gonna go along a big one of the scout death roads that I've added. There's going to be a couple of them in this map with all the mountain areas, and I've really tried to heed your guys' advice by everyone saying let's make the road smaller and tougher. I have had a tumble down the side of this hill. I actually put a short out earlier on it, and it feels like it's going to be a pretty tough little run. I've added some mud down here because we're kind of hitting the transition down to the grass, so I pictured the snow as being a little wetter and a bit of mud. Nothing too crazy, but it should add to the challenge to come across here. This side of the map I really haven't played much with. Across the valley you'll see in the background once in a while there is the other road, which I will show you guys. I've readjusted it pretty significantly and made it quite a bit tighter. Just basically a little tougher. It's going to be a short way over to the log loading area. I also have a little preview here. I've put in a much bigger, safer road that is going to be a lot of snow covered area. There's a bridge to build you'll see in it, and it's kind of, because the bridge is broken, it's not going to be plowed or anything, so you're going to have to cut through the snow. Hopefully there's going to be quite a bit of this map that's going to take place up on the top of the mountains, just because, I don't know, most of the map is mountains, but I want to kind of have the hybrid between the two, and I'll give you guys excuses to go up and down and through both terrains. As I said in the other video, I'm really wanting to make this map have more tasks on it than the last few. I will have a bunch of trailing to be found on it. There's a big river down in the bottom. I had suggested that we make that river some flat, fast-flowing rapids and such, and I think that would work really well, and it would look pretty cool from some of the views up on the top of the hills. I do have a couple areas laid out on the mountaintops that are going to be small towns, which will hopefully work in a factory build or something like that. A couple buildings up there. We could do the usual and kind of antenna or communication tasks because there's a lot of tough hills. Going to leave the upper area with snow fairly wide open, and you'll notice that the trees kind of get smaller as you get up there. So the snowy areas should be pretty good for free roam. I'm going to mix in as much randomness in the snow as I can. There's going to be hard parts and soft parts and deep and so on, and I'm going to put a few excuses to drive around up there. So any ideas, would love to hear from you guys. I always get so many great task ideas and so on from you guys, and look forward to hearing what you think on what you see so far. I have been asked, and I don't know what everyone thinks, if we should do an early release like I've done with the other maps, and you guys can play as I build. I'm absolutely fine with that. If you guys want to tackle it that way, let me know in the comments. I do want to get a little bit more done because I got to give you guys something to play around on. Again, it looks quite lived in right now, but I've just laid down a bunch of trees and forest and just made it look good for the videos, and so you guys can have an idea of what it's going to kind of look like in the end. It's going to look very similar to what you see, but there's going to be a lot more detail and so on put into the map when it's finished. So right now we're getting to the end of this little trail, and you can see we're coming down the mountain far enough that we're switching back into the grassy area. I'm going to try to feather the mud in so it basically make it look natural. Now we're gonna head into Zentros, and we're gonna head up the bigger main road that could be a long way to get around to the lumber mill or the log station, but it's going to be quite a bit longer. There's a bridge to build. The next video, or the next cut you're going to see after this, is the shorter way, but it's another death road, so take your chances with the mud and the cliffs, or a longer, easier route. So this road's going to be about this wide all the way across. Now mind you, like I said, when we get a little further up the hill, you're going to see the snow start kicking in, and I'm going to, basically the road is going to be unplowed when you get up there. You're going to have to cut through the snow with a broken bridge they couldn't get plows through, we'll say, and there is a town on the other side of that you would cut through. Town's not there, just a flat spot right now, but it's going to be a place for a few objectives and another reason to head up the mountain, do a few things, and some scenery, right? So just trying to mix everything in, and also give a few trails for the big trucks, because I haven't given them very much time in my last few maps. They've just been so trailing focused that you can take the big OP trucks in, but this should be one that you wouldn't be crazy to bring a vanilla truck in, is what I'm gonna try and make it end up like, although there'll be trails you would be crazy to do so. But yeah, I'm gonna try and hit that balance of some tough off-roading, but still capable to do with most of the vehicles in the game. So as always, thank you so much for hanging around and watching these videos and keeping me motivated to build more stuff. I love doing it. I love taking you guys on adventures, and I really do appreciate so much when you guys give the good comments and put the videos up. And I do this so everyone can have a great time, and I have a great time watching you guys keeping me motivated. So we'll be in touch soon. I'm going to hopefully get some more done on this. And again, guys, suggestions, comments, do I release this early so you guys can play as I build? Let me know. We'll talk to you again soon. Have a good one, guys.